If you think these commissioners are bad, you should have worked 40-some years ago. You would have probably had the same impression. I have to be careful on how I say these words, because you'll be quoted in the newspaper, and I'm not quoting that they were bad, but the same thing probably was said 40 years ago.
Well, and I know that there are things, like, for example, the negotiations that are going on in the county with a business. I know that that has to be kept secret by law.
Negotiations with what?
For the negotiations that are going on to bring new business to the county. That a lot of that has to be kept quiet because of the competition and
Because it's
things
ongoing
going on. It's ongoing.
negotiations.
It's a negotiation.
That's, I think that's understood.
That's reasonable. Yeah.
Some of the ideas that the county is working on to bring industry and business to Madison County is being worked with, they are working with the CIC.
Right.
The county, CIC, and Chamber.
Do you have a relationship with the CIC?
Yeah, I've been attending the CIC meetings, and yeah, the CIC basically has a relationship with Columbus 2020, which has a relationship with Jobs Ohio, and it trickles down that way. And they believe, that how shall I say this? They believe that everything has to be site ready.
Must be what?
Site ready. You've got to have all the utilities. You've got to have all the different infrastructure there to bring the business there. And it's sort of I call it, this is my personal opinion, I call it a build it and they will come sort of mentality. That's a fantasy, in my opinion.
Okay.
I think we need to negotiate, recruit businesses and negotiate with them. You have the power to do a tax abatement. Those can be negotiated. It doesn't have to be 100% tax abatement.
Right.
If we can find, maybe I'm crazy, maybe there are companies that would come in and be willing to pay a fair share.
But I mean, those are the kinds of relationships that have been ongoing in Mount Sterling when Showa began. And,
Right.
you give them the tax abatements and make it, congenial for them from a financial point of view, and then you find that balance.
I agree. And in the corporation, if a company were to come here, you get a tax advantage. You have an advantage.
Jobs and
Where I don't know, they're building something out in the county actually gets the advantage. Do you see what I'm saying there?
depending where it is.
Right.
Location.
Right. That's all.
Well, it's nice to have sites ready if you
Yeah.
can.
Well, sure.
So that's very good. We have opportunities, and we need a grocery store.
Yes.
I'm working on that. That's all I can tell you. I can't say this is happening or that's happening. But we are working on a grocery.
Great.
It's fallen through for the last 2 or 3
I
years.
know, I know.
And there've been a lot of
I read
Talk
the
about
paper.
So, anyway, that site is ready.
Yes.
I mean,
Oh,
it's-
But
yeah.
we're not getting anywhere
Exactly.
because we don't have,
Well, and that,
empty grocery store.
that's
but
exactly what I'm saying. That site is there and it's ready.
Coolers are
We don't need
there,
another
shelves
site.
are there.
so anyway, hopefully we'll get there. Okay?
Any other questions for me?
Oh, but good luck to you.
Thank
Keep
you.
fighting it uphill battle on this one, I'll tell
It
you.
is enough.
I got one more question for you. Why are you against the other commissioners and the administrator? I heard you bring that up when you talk. Do you think maybe the commissioners can handle the situation better on their own, or?
Well, I think that you have three commissioners. From what I know of them, they work 1 day a week.
That's-
And
Well-
I would be happy to work 3 or 4 or 5 if need, you know, whatever is needed.
So you're saying that we don't need another layer of bureaucracy at the county?
That's
You know.
correct.
In other words, you think if you're a commissioner, you should handle the jobs.
I think the 3 commissioners ought to be able to get,
There's 3, you know?
well, but then that is a problem.
But I mean, doesn't seem like the it seems like the workload can be, you know,
Managed.
spread between 3.
And the other point I made on that, I wrote a couple letters to the editor of the newspaper. And one of those was, you know you're gonna have a new commissioner in January, at least one. It's either gonna be Audra or David Hunter, one of the 2. And you could have 2 new commissioners when I get elected. So what was the urgency to get that job in place and get somebody hired before January? I mean,
I
it's up
think
to-
it goes without saying why they did that. We all know.
Well, why? Tell me.
I don't think I can say.
I want someone to tell me because I don't know.
I did a secret, not going on.
Now, see, the secrecy, where's the transparency that we're all
Well,
talking about?
I'm going to thank you very much. Thank you. Appreciate your being here and being put on the
Well,
defensive.
Here you go.
Appreciate that.
thanks. I do have resumes and bios if you want a copy. Thank you.
Don't leave.
Yes, I was,
Oh, I hope you weren't talking to me.
Well, I gotta go home.
All right, well, that's all right. I'll